Our first roadblock is directing, telling someone what to do as if giving an order or command.
I just don't know what else to talk about, though. Just short topics.
Well, I think you should talk about roadblocks, and I think you should specifically talk about roadblocks and fear.
Yeah, okay. Well, I really joined.
You heard. That was my directing.
I really joined Pauline when she said that fear is definitely nourishing a lot of the roadblocks, and I think it was really spot on. And fear and shame, I would say, maybe more. I wonder, like, if even shame is the source of fear. I don't know. I would need to call Brené Brown for distinguishing that. So yeah, just when she said that, for me, it was coming up in my culture of empathy, of how when we avoid talking about pain, it just let fear grows and shame, and so lack of empathy, lack of clear communication, and it's just this spiral, fear and shame, and we just swim in this ugly shame, mud, and soup. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what I was hearing there is that you're building on what Pauline said about fear being sort of this foundational block, and that there's other, maybe from that, other blocks come, like shame, or maybe there's even a cycle between shame and fear, and it creates this block, this mud kind of experience.
Yes. I'm confused because I thought you were going to use a roadblock on me.
Oh, I actually did. The first thing I did was the roadblock, and then you kind of went with the roadblock. I told you, oh, talk about fear, and then you actually did it. I was directing you what to do, and you actually did it. The very first thing is I gave you a roadblock.
Yeah, and I find that interesting because when you were saying, when you were giving the instruction just before you did that, and you say, you're gonna interject and say, oh no, this is not what I said, or whatever. I was like, well, like Miller says, some roadblocks are okay. And actually at that time I was a bit confused. So when you directed me, I was like, okay, now I know what to do. So for me, it was not a roadblock at all.
So you were having a sense of confusion, and it was like it was unclear what to do. So when I gave you a roadblock, it actually gave you a lot of clarity about what to do. So it's actually very helpful for you to have that so-called roadblock.
Yeah, and I think it's a great example of what just happened, that roadblocks sometimes are necessary depending on the context.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so roadblocks can be helpful. The so-called roadblocks can actually be very supportive within the context. So it's really what the context is very important.
Yeah. Yeah.